WA6AJ, A6S, over.
A6S, WA6AJ.
Yeah, stay out in your ham room. You got air conditioning there, Michael. Sounding good. Go ahead.
Air conditioning hasn't caught up with the heat in here yet. Over.
No, that ain't good. That is not good. It's supposed to get a little bit of a break, maybe a little bit of a cooling figure or something, I hope. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's Saturday and Sunday, and I guess, well, anything's going to be a cooling trend, right, if it goes down. Anyway, I got the Oki job air conditioner sitting in the window in the bedroom for tonight. See how it works.
Yeah, great. Yeah, whatever kind of job it is, it'll cool you. That's all you need. I was wondering if you ever found one of those little flat washers, that brass ones over there. I can't find them. I went to the hardware store and everything I got's too thick. I need one of those little thin washers to get rid of the end play I've got. That end play is some bad news. Go ahead.
I thought you needed the whole shaft.
I can get by without it. I just mainly need one or two of those little flat washers that they have up in the front of them.
Well, they only use one, and I haven't looked yet.
No, I've got two or three of them up in the front, but the trouble is they're a spring type thing. You can push them in and out, so you got to have enough tension on them or they can't go in and out.
Well, what do you mean? You've got three of them already on?
Three of those little flat washers up by the front side, yeah.
And is there any spring, or are they bent flat now?
Well, they got a little bit of spring tension to it, but you can grab the knob and move it in and out because they're a pretty thin piece of the metal. I need to have them. I checked the other rigs and they have zero backlash. It's nothing. It doesn't move in and out at all.
Well, something's wrong. There must be something on the inboard side behind the escutcheon.
No, there's nothing back there. I'm looking at the thing. It's either that or it's a few thousandths off from another one, but I set one next to the other one. They look the same. It's just most of them have 2 and 3 shims up in the front that I've worked on.
Well, I've only noticed one, but I'll see what I can look at. I was busy today and doing stuff out here, and I didn't want to stay out here any longer than noon, so I was pretty spent. You're going to have to stand by and get some patience there.
No, that's no sweat. I just got it torn apart. They're so thin when you look at them. If you haven't peeled them apart, when they're stuck together, one of them, they're so thin, one of them, or 2 or 3 of them look like one.
Well, let me see what I can find tomorrow morning.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, well, whenever you can. I think my power supply cabin is supposed to show up tomorrow, and I got Robert's mother to come over and give her some peaches and grapes and all that kind of stuff, and hand her some money so he could get some kind of etching stuff for the aluminum there. I hope he does it. Go ahead.
Well, did you tell him that or her that?
I told him that, and I gave her the money.
Oh, what'd you give her?
$30.
That's pretty expensive paint.
Well, I don't know how much it is. I'll just suck it off from whatever I got to give him after he does it.
Well, does he know what to get?
I told him I had to have some kind of an etching primer. Any of that stuff will work.
Okay. Well, so he's doing what? One trim ring for you too?
Yeah, I should have waited. I got that power supply showed up. He could have done. I might get him to do that cabinet too. See what it looks like when he gets done with this stuff. I don't really care on that power spark splice can be thrown underneath the desk anyway.
Well, you could have just put a flat plate on the bottom, perforated or not, and put some rubber feet on it and call it good.
That's true. I went over with that 1,000 grit stuff, or 800, I guess it was 800 sanding pad I have, and then got some car polish and polished that trim ring. It looks almost identical to the original.
So, did you get down into the second surface of plastic yet?
Pretty much so, yeah.
Maybe third.
It looks good. It's smooth as slippery as frog snot now.
Oh, you want to do one for me?
I might let you take this one. Man, that was a lot of hours out there in that sun sanding on that stupid thing.
Well, what'd you have to do it in the sun for?
Oh, you got to have water, so you got to be sitting out there when you got the hose running.
Well, you did it in the shade. You could have got it in the shade a little bit, couldn't you?
Well, I was under the carport there, but still it was hotter than Hades.
Yeah, well, it goes without saying.
No kidding. WA6AH, AA6S. Looked like it's about 226 GMTs, so I guess we got about 4 minutes to go.
So did you get that thing looking too white? Did you compare it to an original white one?
Yeah, it looks almost identical. So
it's
close.
Lighter, though, I bet, right?
A person would never notice one was different from the other one.
You don't think it looks lighter?
I have to let you look at it. Let me set it here. They're so close. Maybe the glossiness of it's slightly different, but the other one's a little shinier, I think.
The original or the one you worked on?
The original, I think it's got a little better polish job on it. It's so close, though, that it's probably another coat of car wax. That Carnauba, I call it Dynuba. That Carnauba car wax would probably make it look even a little shinier. I put one coat on it, and that stuff is slippery as all get out after you do it.
Huh.
Let's put it this way: your average do-nothing couldn't tell one from the other.
Well, what were you going to put it on?
I don't know. I just experimenting with it.
Oh, okay.
I could put it on that M2A thing or something, or whatever.
Well, I could use one more.
I'll let you take a look at it and see what you think. I got a lot of hours in it. I'll see what these ones when he paints look like. I gave him mine to paint, so if it looks okay, it ain't gonna make any difference.
Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, I still need that one for the 30L1 anyway.
I could probably maybe fix. Well, wait a second. I need one that I can put the twisty things on. I don't know if the other ones I have that. I'll have to look. I think it does. Yeah, I'm sure it does. So you could probably use this thing on your 30L1.
No, I mean the one that Robert Met, or whatever his name is, has to paint. I need that one for the 30L1.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he'll do a good job on it, I'm sure. I'm ready for the cool down.
Yeah, I'm checking things out, see what it's next week looking like.
Mary checked with the vet, and the kitty's got to wear that cone head on for another week.
Yeah.
Howdy, howdy.
Little guy, he goes bobbling up and down near the cats of that thing. It's cute.
I hear you, Mikey. W6BBS72.
Mikey's here.
Mikey's here? I don't hear him.
Yeah, he's here. Just give him a minute. He whistled it up.
I'm going to whistle mine up right now here if I push this button. There, I just whistled mine up.
Well, you were loud anyway, so I don't know if that means you have a good station or a big mouth. Hi. W6BBS, good evening.
Good evening there. W6BBS AA6S. Well, I went from about 30 watts up to about 700, so I hope it made a difference.
I wasn't looking at the S meter. You've been loud the whole time. I've been listening to you and Mike for a while, and you're about 10 over, 5 to 10 over right now.
Okay, well, yeah, you're plenty strong down here, needless to say.
Hey, Frank, W6BBS, WA6AJ.
Yes, sir.
You're 20 over in Clovis.
Well, I got a little bit better shot at Clovis, it's a little bit more clarity, but this is all, my antenna's only about 25 feet. There is a ridge and a house between us, and I'm only running the rig 75 watts, but guys, holler at me again and I'll give you a signal report. Once again, I wasn't looking at my screen.
No, you're doing fine here. Very strong. So I'm pointed right at you, pointed due north. Good signal.
Yeah, you're about 15 over here, so you're doing good too.
Yeah, Mike, you're 20 over on the back side here, 20 over on my ICOM 9700, which is, I mean, if you turn it over and pointed it towards you, probably peg the thing. But anyway, Mucho strong. Back to you, Frank. W6BBS A6S.
A6S, W6BBS. All right, Bill. I'm going to be quiet now, and we've all given each other signal reports. Gave Mikey time to comb his hair, brush his teeth, and put his pants on, so to speak. And let's see if he's ready to run this here net. K6MYC in the net, W6BBS.
Do I have to brush my teeth?
We'll let you go this time.
Okay.
You got to put your pants on.
Oh, I don't have my pants on either. I guess I'm in two marks in the hole, ain't I? Okay. Well, I so far have 800, 727, and 72. Is there anything else? How about KB6RQU, number 61. Bozo 61. He said Bozo 61 here. Where's 61?
Yeah, where's old Bozo 61?
Well, I guess you can try for N6SWR. Ben's been struggling there. I don't know if he can convince himself that it's cooled off enough to go out and put the 432 antenna up or whatever, but we can give him a try anyway today. He was really weak last night. I think something was more wrong than he thought. Over.
Yeah, Roger. I got the antenna coming around towards Mama, Dada. Let me see. Coming around. N6SWR and 6SWR, A6S, over. I'm not hearing anything, not even with extrasensory perception now, Mikey, over.
Yeah, well, I don't hear anything with or without extrasensory perception. So I don't think he's there, Bill. It was be a long shot that he would be there. However, I thought we might have Rich in here. Rick, I mean, KB6RQU. He was very nice and active last night. He's been coming back pretty good. Been pretty much on the nets on the 2 meter nights and a little bit on 6 And I thought he might be in here on 432. He said he would try, so well, that's all we can do. When you guys look for LA, then you can come back up, leave the antennas that way, and maybe give him one more call on this frequency. Probably won't bother me if you get him.
Yeah, Roger. I don't look for LA. I don't hear anybody in LA on 432.
Well, you'd hear Ralph, but I'm not sure what when he turns up this way.
Well, his rotor doesn't work. He can't turn up this way.
Oh, is that what he's still stuck with, a rotor that's broken and nobody will get over there and help him?
That's a big 10-4 rubber deck.
Okay. Well, and I don't think Ron's going to be there tonight. I think he didn't indicate that he was going to make it tonight. So we could probably just go right up to, skip through Monterey, because he hasn't got anything on at 432, and we go right into KW6S and Alpha Foxtrot 6 United AF6U Lee there in Watsonville. So let's give that a try, and then maybe we'll even have Kevin. We do have that new station in Gilroy, and he's getting a pretty good setup as time goes on here. WA6JKN. So maybe we'll get those guys in here this evening.
KM6SRR.
Well, there's another one. Good evening, Rob. We have 800, we have 727 and 72 here.
Roger, I've been eating downstairs in Montreal, so I got them checked in. Yeah, I screwed up and showed up here. I was supposed to go to the Aries meeting tonight, and I completely forgot about it and remembered after I was home, and I'm not driving back down. Over.
No, I wouldn't blame you for that. Okay, well, we got you in here. Good deal. And you heard we've been trying for Rick here. We've been talking with antennas down his way now for about 10 minutes, so I guess he hasn't walked in the shack yet, if ever, tonight. So who knows? I'm going to go up to Santa Cruz and Watsonville and see what we can pick up here.
Okay, Roger on that. I'm still pointing down to Rick. I'll hang around a bit. Over.
Success. You're on, Tom. Over.
I say, Mike, I'm still pointing down to Rick, so I'll hang around there for a bit. Over.
Yeah, I heard you. I was listening to the response that AA6S was calling KW6S. Go ahead again while we rotate, Bill.
Vissela, KW6S, AA6S, over. Yeah, Roger, I moved mine about 5 degrees. I don't know if it made any difference or not, but you're very Q5. And Mikey's turning his antenna. It's probably already rotated by now. KW6S, Santa Cruz, AA6S, over.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, this almost worthless S-meter on this TS2000. You're a little better than S9, so that's pretty good because my noise floor is about S1/2.
Well, that sounds good. Yeah, I had one of those TS2000s. The meters are pretty scotch on them, aren't they?
Yeah, I went in and tried to set it up so at least the noise floor would show on the meter. Because when you're working with a really weak signal, you can't really peak up if nothing shows on your meter. But didn't have too much luck doing that when I got into the software. But otherwise, yeah, you're doing real good here. AA6S, KW6S.
Yeah, Roger, Tom. I'll turn it over to Mikey. He should be pointed at you now. KW6S, A6S, over to A6MYC. Go ahead, Mikey, over.
Okay, Bill, very good. Alpha 6 Sugar with KW6 Sugar. And we'll be also listening for Lee. He said he would be in here tonight, Tom. So we can take a standby for Lee after your next transmission, Tom. But good evening to you. You're a little warbly here, but I think you've got the antenna more toward Bill down there. But perfect copy, but not your solid, rocky, solid signal here. Very warm here again today. Probably a little over 100 something, 103, 104 probably. Warm enough, and I went in the pool just before 7. 6:30 to 7, 6:30 to 7. I was in for 15 or 20 minutes. I sat in the living room and fell asleep and woke up in sort of a sweat. I was out of the breeze of the swamp cooler and stuff, so I was kind of sweaty where I was. Anyway, I went in the pool quickly and I got refreshed. I feel quite refreshed here. Then we sat down for dinner and just came in on the half hour here. KW6 Sugar and the group K6MYC.
Yeah, very good, Mike. Yeah, I was working up on the top of a mountain today up until about noon, and it was quite pleasant. Warm, but not like it had been recently, so that went pretty well. And otherwise, I'm doing some projects around the house here that seems like they get to a certain point and then they kind of go bad, and then I've got to go into troubleshooting mode. So I've got one of those for tomorrow morning, something that didn't go well today that up until halfway through it was going good. So I will give a listen for Lee. AF6U KW6S. Can you pick up Lee there, Mike?
I was waiting for him to give me some more chatter. When you call in like that, Lee, you're pretty weak, and I didn't peek on you. I got you AF6 United 1089, isn't it? 1098, I mean, over.
Was that you in there, Rick? KB6RQU, KM6SR, standing by.
I think that he might have moved his antenna trying to peek on me and kind of moved away from where I was.
Yeah, Rick, got a copy on you. Sounds like you're a little bit off frequency and kind of wobbly, but could be propagation there. So I'll tell Mike and we'll get you checked in there, over.
Stand by, Lee, stand by.
Sorry, Mike. Rick wants some chatter so he can kind of tune in on me. I don't have GPS lock on this radio, but I've matched my radio to Mike's, who has GPS locking. So it should be pretty close there, Rick. So is that enough chatter? Over. Yeah, a little better. It could be some adjustments, but that's good. Good copy. Thanks. Okay, old Bozo 61, we got you checked in. Thanks for being there. KM6SRR, back to net.
Okay, tell him that we did stay with the antenna down there for about 10 minutes, but we finally gave up and figured we'd get him, so I'm glad you left your antenna down that way. I don't hear him at all here. If you're copying me, Rick, good evening to you, but I'm not going to swing the antenna back down. We're already talking to Santa Cruz and Watsonville here. 7-3, Rick, and we'll see you Sunday night. Tell him we'll see him on Sunday night, Rob. KM6SRR, K6MYC with KB6RQU, Bozo 61.
Okay, Mike. Hey, Rick, did you copy Mike? Over. Okay, yeah, Mike says he's already pointed over to Santa Cruz, talking to those guys there, so he didn't want to turn it down. That's why I was hanging down there with my antenna. So he says, thanks for being there, and we'll see you Sunday night there, KM6SR. '73's Rick. Okay, go ahead, Mike. Sorry.
That's okay. Let me get it back over now to Lee. And Lee, we didn't. We had a late check-in from Lake Isabella off the back of my beam. I couldn't hear him, as you might guess. That was KB6RQU. Go ahead again, Lee. And I've got you peaked up where you're at least Q5, but not your normal signal strength here. I'm not sure why. Alpha Foxtrot 6 United with KW6S. K6MYC. Go ahead, Lee, and then turn it back to Tom.
Roger there. I'm just barely copying you. Face in, face out, so signal seems to be going up and down tonight here, and I 6NYC. Success AM69.
Okay, I missed what you said about Saturday.
K6NYC, KW6S.
Yeah, I didn't get what he said about Saturday, Tom.
Oh, we're having a little local get-together here at my place on Saturday, and he's assuring me he'll be here.
Oh, very good. Okay, well, have fun, guys. Go ahead, Tom.
Yeah, we'll do our best to kick up our heels and do Santa Cruz proud. Yeah, and I will catch you probably Sunday night then on 2 meters.
Okay. That sounds good. Have fun with a little get-together there. Maybe you can entice a few more people to check in here on the Bozo Net on one frequency or another. So thanks very much for being there, and good evening to you again, Lee. Thank you for coming up as well for 432. Not sure who else is hearing you. Stand by a second, Tom, and let me see if anybody else is copying you and or Lee for a report. Anybody else want to give Lee or Tom a report over there? K6MYC.
I will check in. WCDTOY checking in. Hey, good evening, Russ. Yeah, I guess you probably down south on the coast down there.
Okay, I hear you, Russ, and I hear you, Dane. Stand by. I guess there's nobody else that wants to or can hear you at the present time there, Lee. So, 73, good evening. We'll see you Sunday. AF6 United and KW6S. Have fun with your get-together, K6MYC. Okay, hang on a second, Lee. Russ, and let me get Dane in here. WB6JNP Course Gold, K6MYC. Go ahead, Dane.
Okay, Mike, K6MYC, WB6JNP. Let's see, it's a bombing 91, according to the command number outside. Anyway, hope you guys going well. We were down in Fresno, and I just drove back up, so grabbed a quick bite, fed the dog, and I stayed come out. Anyway, and hello, Dan. He just checked in also. Anyway, K6MYC, WB6JNP. You're basically right out the North Fork.
I'm sorry, I heard, I didn't hear what you said after you gave your call. What did you say?
Well, I said we're down in Fresno most of the day, and your signal right now is basically right out the North Fork.
Well, if you think I'm at the North Floor at 800 watts, what do you think you sound like?
Well, that's the point. The antenna reissue is always seems to find myself in a no.
Yeah, well, I'm not pointed at you. I'm pointed over toward the Bay Area at the moment, so we're missing you. Probably have you on the first side and all there. I tried moving the antenna more into the Bay Area, but it didn't bring you up. Anyway, we got you. Fine on being in Fresno most of the day. We were down there also from about 9 o'clock on. And it was warm, and we did do some doctor appointments, things like that. Judy's cataract replacement looks like it's going along nicely. We had the day after operation checkup, and she was fine. A little cloudy vision, but the doctor said that was because the cataract that he removed was very large, and they had to use a lot of whatever it is they put in there to dissolve it. And when you do that, he says that it makes it cloudy for a little longer. So she'll, what?
Steel wool.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he used steel wool to get the cataract out. Anyway, otherwise she's doing fine. He said the vision should start to clear about 50% better each day. So in a week or so, should be starting to see pretty clear. Right now, it's real foggy. Can't see much of anything through the eye the first day. So it was a very, very severe cataract, and she has the same thing to look forward to next 3 weeks from now when we do the next one. So there you are, Dane. 7-3, thanks for checking in, and we'll get it back over to Russ in the Bay Area after your final. Make a final if there isn't anything for you, Dane. Go ahead and give us your final. and then we'll get it over to Russ. WB6JNP. It was about 103 here today, K6MYC.
Okay, K6MYC, WB6JNP. Yeah, it, like I said, it was 100. I think we're seeing 107 so far. As far as cataracts go, Judy, this one's sort of for you. I noticed they did the left eye first, and then later they did the right eye. But the first thing I noticed, and what I found more irritating after the cataract surgery, was the fact that if I would close one eye and look out of the other, when I looked out of the left eye, white pieces of paper looked to be white. But when I looked out of the right eye with the left eye closed, then the white pieces of paper turned to a light beige or a yellow, and that was the effect of the cataract. So when I had the second one done, it was great because then all of a sudden white came out white.
Yeah, I noticed the same thing. The day I came home, I didn't have very strong cataracts, but I came home and I didn't. The first thing I noticed, I looked in the sink and I said, I didn't know I had a white sink. I thought it was yellow.
Yeah, well, being a photographer, I look at everything in color temperature, and that actually, I think, was causing me more of a irritation because I was having a battle between the two eyes trying to make a color the same.
Yeah, I can imagine. Well, I didn't have any of those trouble. I did have them done separately. I can't remember, a month apart or something, but the first one, when we did the first one, it was real obvious that my sink was white, and that was nice. I suspect it still looked pretty yellow with the other eye, but I don't remember running the comparison eye. All right, let me leave it for now, and we'll get over and get Russ and the Bay Area boys in here. I turned up to copy you because I was losing you. I didn't want to miss your comment. 73, and we'll see you Sunday night. Have a good weekend, Dane. WB6JNP course gold, K6MYC going back toward the Bay Area. For you there, Russ, this should be pretty close. K6KLY, K6MYC.
Yeah, hi Mike, K6MYC, K6KLY. Another Thursday night out here in the Bay Area. Not as hot as where you are, but it's supposed to start cooling down tomorrow. I don't know if it's going to get down to you guys' area. Anyway, doing a little better every day. Started driving some short distances and just working on getting better every day. Not much going on 6 meters to write home about it at all. All right, back to you, K6MYC, K6KLY.
Okay, very good, Russ. Thanks for checking in. Okay, on 6 meters. I haven't listened. We were gone most of the day, and my noise on 6 during the day from the solar noise from my neighbor is so bad that it's just no fun to listen. I sometimes listen with the antenna pointed to the east, and it's I just have to listen to what would sound like PG&E noise. It's not severe, but it's annoying. So I listen, but I have the audio turned way down, and I can hear if somebody comes on 125, but otherwise I don't listen much. But we're getting to the tail end of the season here. We might get a few more squeaks and peeps, but I think we're pretty much over once it gets into August. Anyway, good to hear you. Thanks for checking in. Good, strong signal from you this evening. You're a little bit low-pitched on the audio. You've got me, must be sounding a little bit high-pitched in your ears. You tend to do that. I know that because of the way you listen to other stations. Everybody you tune in you tune them to the high-pitched side, probably to offset a hearing loss there. No worries, we got you. 7-3, Russ, back to you for your final, and then we'll see who else we have in the Bay Area. K6KLY, K6MYC, 432 Bozo Net.
Okay, Mike. I went up another 100 hertz or so. Hope that was better. All right, take care down there and be safe. K6KLY.
Okay, 7-3. Who else? else do we have in the Bay Area? K6MYC.
86 N5MPD 1129. Good.
Okay, whole bunch of people. And I got 1129, so I think I have Brett in here. Let me get that one down. That would be Brett, N5NPD. 1129. That's 1129, right, Brett?
That's correct, 1129.
Okay, yeah, good signal here on 432, and we got a whole bunch of others, so I won't dwell on it. Anything on your side to report that we need to know or want to know or you want to tell us? K6MYC.
No, sir. It's a little cooler today, 100 degrees, so I'll take it. So you and Judy have a wonderful evening and go on down the line. 73s.
Okay, thank you very much for checking in. We're going to run quickly tonight. I think everybody's ready for the weekend. I know we are. We had a pretty busy week with our cataract replacement and then a follow-up checkup today and more shopping in town. 2 days in a row into town, that's more than us old folks can handle, Brett. Judy was so happy to get home, she double backflipped into the pool. 73 WN5NPD K6MYC. Now, who was the others over?
86 WB6WNI.
Okay, I'll take you, Gary. You came in timing-wise, so a little weaker, but at least with nobody else talking. WB6WNI, like 1090, I believe. Give me your Bozo number on your next over and say hello to Judy. She's here, and I'm sure she's copying. You got a pretty good signal here on 432 this evening. Go ahead.
Oh, thank you, Mike. I'll keep it towards while I'm splitting. Yes, it is 1090. You are peaking in S7, so you're almost as strong as on 2 meters. So good conditions tonight. We are just about ready to serve dinner, so I will say 73 to you and Judy, and then to the rest of the gang here on the net, and turn back to you, Mike, and then we'll start eating that K6MYC WB679.
Give me your Bozo number again. Say it slowly. You're talking too fast for both Judy and I, over.
Roger, it's 1090.
Okay, we got it. 1090, right?
Got 73.
1090, right?
That is absolutely correct.
Okay, we got it.
All right, thanks, Mike. K6MYC WB6WNI.
WB6WNI. Thank you, Gary. And good evening to you. We'll look for you, of course, on Sunday night. Nice to hear you coming in so well here on 432. Just speaking a little too fast for me, listening to noise and through the speaker here. I don't do well through the speaker, but I'm trying to make it so both Judy and I can hear you at the same time. If I listen on the Bluetooth, I get much better copy, but then she doesn't know what's going on here. Anyway, thanks much, Gary. Who are the others that I heard in there? Keep trying, guys. K6MYC Bozo Net.
86, that's okay for a third time.
Kilowatt 6, Whiskey India Sugar.
Oh, big signal from Paul there. Let me get Fred in here first. Good evening, Fred. KD 6 Sugar Oscar Kilo, number 507. Thank you, Fred. And we'll shoot it over to you for your comments about this week's exciting events, and then we'll pick up Paul there, K6WIS, who I also heard. I think there was one or two others, so we got quite a bit of 432 activity here this evening. KD6 Sugar Oscar Kilo, K6MYC.
Yeah, good evening, Mike. Yeah, I'm 507. It was really warm here today, but it's cool off now, finally. 3 days of heat, and I heard it was 104 down at your place, so yeah, it's pretty warm, so hopefully the next couple days it'll cool off. Anyway, we'll keep you. I know there's a lot of other folks on the net, so I'll say 73. 86, that's okay. Good evening, Mike.
Okay, thank you, Fred. Thanks for a quick in and out. Nothing to comment on, I'm sure. That you would have jumped on it. Thank you very much. And let me see, Paul, over to you. and pretty good signals on the bounce path tonight. K6WIS, K6 Whiskey India Sugar 637, K6MYC. Go ahead.
Hey, good evening, Mike. K6MYC in the group. This is K6WIS Foothills Placerville. Yeah, you're peaking 555. S5 here. Just south of the Bay, about 200 degrees. And thankfully, it's cooling down here today. We only peaked maybe 101 here, and then it started cooling down. It's only about 88 outside right now, so cooling down much better than yesterday. So back to you, Mike. Over.
Okay, very good. And do you have any relays for us tonight, Paul?
Nope, no relays. I'm just pointing towards the Bay Area to see what stations I can pick out there. So thanks, Mike. Back to you, K6WIS.
Okay, very good. Yeah, pretty good propagation this evening. We've had a few stations, nice signals from Gary, WB6WNI, K6KLY. I'm sure you had Russ in good shape with his high location there. And maybe Brett from Newsom, that's not right. Newman, California, on the east side of the foothills. Right, very good. Thanks for calling in. And we'll maybe try again with you as we come around on the direct path, Paul, and see how that looks tonight. K6 Whiskey India Sugar Placerville, K6MYC. Anybody else now in the Bay Area, please? Over. 285. There's Jim Eagleson, WB6JNN, WB6 Japan Nancy, 285. Go ahead, Jim. What's up?
Well, you've been down in the doldrums here, but now you're up there at 17. So I can see you're going to be warm today. So, and cooling off now, so it's about 85 now, I think. Anyway, nothing new to report. WB6, WNI is, WFC is in here as well.
I had a little trouble. It seemed like somebody else was in there talking. Do you have a radio on or something in the background?
The only thing that's on is my air conditioner. Let me turn that off. Okay, that's off now. Anyway, WFC is in here as well. That's all the report. WB6JNN.
All of a sudden you dropped down to no readability. I didn't get any of that. Super bad fades this evening on you. I'm not noticing that so much on anybody else. I don't know what happened here. I've been tuning back and forth. Maybe I went by you too fast, Jim, but I just can't get a peek on you. Let's try one more time, and I'll see if I can't get you where you're Q5 here. WB6JNN, K6MYC. You just went away on me completely. I guess maybe you took a short transmission and I didn't catch the end of it. I was going back and forth, but I didn't get to any place where I got more than 3 or 4 words. I'm very sorry. Usually you're better than that on 432. So funny conditions here this evening. Anyway, we'll let you go. We got you checked in. That's the main thing, but I wish that we had better copy, Jim. WB6JNN, K6MYC, clear for now and standing by for any others in the Bay Area on 432. Over.
Go ahead, WFC. KB6BA.
KB6BA and one other. I got you, Oliver, KB6BA. 900, pretty good signal. Let me see if I can get you in here, and then we'll pick up the other one that was underneath. I think it was 775, but I wasn't sure. KB6BA 900. Go ahead, Oliver.
Yeah, good evening, Mike and the group. just took it easy today, still recovering from the trip, but got a hiking yesterday, and today I'm starting to get a 1200 megahertz FM repeater repaired and back up on the hill. It's been out of service for many months, and got a replacement controller, and it's not running, and I just have to do some mechanical work. So that's what I've been up to today. K6MYC, KB6BA, over.
Okay. Funny conditions. Let me just check with Judy. Both Judy and I are sitting here because it's not you guys, it's the band conditions. The band is stuttering and going up and down with rapid fading, and it makes copy very difficult. We're listening to words, we're listening to big signal strength, moving the meter and all that stuff, but the readability is just horrible. I looked at Judy and she looked at me, and I heard you say something about a hike today, but that was about all I got. And it's not, yeah. She's heard that too, but that was it, Oliver. So it's not your fault. It's just the band tonight. So we're not doing very good on readability. I wish that was not the case. I always like to find out what people are up to and what they're doing. And when we're sitting here looking at each other like, what did he say? The same thing with Jim and a couple of others. So you're not alone. Anyway, good evening to you. Thanks very much for calling in and being there. And I'm sure you enjoyed your hike. I know it was a little cooler in the Bay Area today, and it's going to be cooler here tomorrow and Saturday. We should be under 100 for a change, so we're looking forward to that. 7-3 for now, Oliver. Back to you for your final KB6BA, K6MYC.
Okay, very good. Yeah, you're reasonably strong, a little bit fluttery, but perfect copy here. Yep, just working on a 1200 megahertz FM repeater, which is being repaired. It's been out of service, but I expect to get it back up on the hill in a week or two. And otherwise, taking it easy, recovering from my trip. And 73 is good to hear you. K6MYC, KB6BA, over.
Okay, well, hopefully conditions will be better next week. We'll look for you on Sunday night, of course, Oliver. And that was a pretty good copy that time. I turned the volume up real loud so that it got rid of some of the... Well, there's two kinds of fading on you. You got a real rapid multipath and then a up and down fade of about a second. So it's really not helping our poor old ancient ears here. But we got most of it. Thanks, Oliver. Take care. Now, who was the other one in the Bay Area? I think it was KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. Was that you, Mike? I guess not. Who was the other station that checked in just a moment ago that I didn't get the recall from or the number? K6MYC Bozo Net, Beaming Bay Area. You were in there with Oliver, and I thought I heard a W in there. Let me move the antenna a little bit more toward Daly City here. That could be a little better. Mike, if you're in there, try it again. Maybe we're in a down fade. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie or whoever, K6MYC standing by. Now I'm not hearing anybody. Does anybody hear who the station was that was checking in when Oliver checked in? Did anybody copy that?
Yeah, KB6WFC.
Yeah, I was stepped outside for a minute, Mike, and I heard something. Sounds like I thought it was a W6, and it sounded low on frequency, but maybe I was just in a different part of the conversation. And then by the time you were asking, I was already sat down here, and I had my finger on everything ready to scan around and find him, but not another peep, over.
Okay. I had somebody else, I think, that said it was KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. Who was the helper? Go ahead.
Me, KB6BA, over.
Okay, well, thank you. I'll log him in, but I stood by for him twice. Maybe you can call him. Maybe he's hearing you better than he's hearing me. But I didn't hear him come back the last couple of times. I'll call him again, and then if he doesn't come back, you can give him one more try. But in any case, we'll have him logged in, Oliver. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. Mike, go ahead. K6MYC, over.
KB6WFC, do you hear Mike in there? He gave you a call. There's KB6B, over. Okay, KB6WFC says he has no copy on you, Mikey. I can hear him, but he said a week, but he does not copy you, over.
Yeah, well, we've lost propagation. I think I heard him once or twice there, but there's obviously very deep fades from the path that he has there from Daly City. Anyway, Mike, sorry you're not hearing us. I'll say 73's Mike, but tell him, Oliver, just remind him that he is checked in. We got him okay, over.
Okay, roger that. WFC is checked in. Very good. KB6,
Okay. I assume you got a response there. I didn't hear a damn thing. Boy, that's weird tonight. It's been that way. All right, QRZ again. Last call into the Bay Area. I think we've just about got everybody except Ed, WA6AXX, but maybe one or two missing. And W6PQL is in the Azores, and will probably be showing up on 2 meters here shortly, if he isn't there already. Bay Area, 432 Bozo Net. Last call, kilowatt 6, Mike Yankee Charlie. Okay, nothing heard. I'm going to go on up to Oakley and get Oakley in here. How about it, Oakley? N6 Radio Oscar, N6RO, Radio Oakley, K6MYC, over.
Hey, Mike and Judy, N6RO, 835. I think the high temperature is 895 or 6. I forgot to check. And spent the day not falling down. My mobility is getting rather unstable these days, but that's a function of where I am. Anyway, we'll see you on Sunday night. No progress on the tower. It's on indefinite hold until we get some better weather and bad backs heal up. See you Sunday, N6RO.
Okay, good, big, strong signal, Ken. You're very stable and very strong and steady, and nothing like your walking ability, staggering around and losing your balance. You ought to have seen Judy and I today. You know, we are very careful because I'm nearly blind and I can see curbs. Sometimes I don't see that there's a drop-off when you step off the sidewalk. So she's careful with me and I'm careful with her. And now she's got the cloudy vision in the left eye and not very good vision out of the right eye. So it's quite a chore. We're hanging on to each other for dear life, trying to stay upright, over.
Yeah, well, that's a good thing. I'm very careful, especially going up the 2 stairs between the house and the shack. I've bumped into the door frame like 2 or 3 times and messed up my shoulder. But that's another story. Anyway, we'll let you run. Get those guys up north, N6RO.
Okay. Good luck with the tower. Maybe one of these days your boys will all be healthy and you can get stuff up in the air there. I know you're kind of chomping at the bit to do it, but when everybody feels crappy and the weather's, I guess you said it was what, only 89 today? Is that what you said, 89?
Oh, no, 96, I believe.
86, okay. Even cooler.
96.
Oh, 96, okay. Well, we were a little over 100. It was 100, a little stronger in Fresno. I think it was 103, 105. I think we probably got that too, but we didn't even have enough energy to go out and look at the meter. But it was warm. I went in the pool about 6:45. It was still darn hot. Even though there was no sun, it was very pleasant in the pool, and the air temperature was really high. All right, Ken, take care. See you over the weekend. Have fun, and we'll see you Sunday night there. Nice, strong signal here now on 432. N6 Radio Oakley, K6MYC.
Yeah, okay. When you turn the beam up this way, your signal went from warbly to good and strong, solid. So I guess it's just a matter of a better path here. N6RO, away I go.
Away you go. Yes, sir. Try not to bump into too many door frames. That's hard on you. I've done that a couple of times, and if you're not ready for it, it can really jar your shoulders, so we don't need any damaged shoulders. Just walk slower and hit it more softly. Hi. All right. K6MYC clear with N6RO, taking a standby. Anybody else copied me here? Let's say Clear Lake. Nothing heard from Clear Lake. I'm going to go to Sacramento, South Sacramento. KJ6KFB. Let's see if we can hear your smashing 8 watts. K6MYC. Go ahead, Darren. Okay, Darren's not there yet. Let's go for KO6KD. Kilo Oscar 6, Kilo Delta. Try it, Bill. Go ahead.
Very weak copy tonight, Mike, if you're hearing me at all. KO6KD, number 776, over.
Yeah, we got pretty good copy on you, but I didn't quite have the antenna on you. There's a little skew in the path here this evening. I'm up at 333. Normally you're at 328, so. But I might have a little bit of an error in the readout, too. I'll have to look at this antenna tomorrow to see if it's really got slop in it. It's almost giving me the impression that I've got 5 or 6 degrees of slop when I go from clockwise to counterclockwise, because the peak seems to move back and forth. And that would indicate it's really not moving the antenna. I'm just turning the rotor, so we'll have to look at that. I might be developing some slop in the system. I don't know why. The rotor's a big Orion. It shouldn't do that. Hell, I'm turning arrays 4 times bigger than this in terms of wind area and location and everything else, and I don't have any problem. So I don't know what's going on here, but it may be just my imagination, Bill. Anyway, pretty good copy, and I'll try to be on in the morning. I'll try to be on around 8 o'clock. We'll see what happens. If I don't show up, it just means that we've got off our schedule here. We've been getting up early every morning. I think I was up at 6:45 today, and the day before 6 o'clock. So I'm all tangled up here, and I may just get up that early and then fall back to sleep. Luckily, I fell back to sleep today, but I again woke up before it was past 7:30. So, but I'm all screwed up sleep schedule-wise. Back to you, KO6KD. Hope you had a slightly better day there, Bill. K6MYC, over.
K6MYC in the Bozo group, KO6KD. Well, I did sleep in a little bit. Got nearly 4 hours of sleep, so which was nice. And had nobody come by today, and I've got quite a bit of work to do. An awful lot of stuff was brought over from Mom's apartment, and now I've got other things that I'm going to have to determine how I get rid of things. And anyway, an awful lot of work to be done, and so I'm just trying to deal with things and get through it. It's tough when you're by yourself, and I'm just trying to get by, you know. And my sister, she's gone tomorrow, and so then that's it. But moving on, just trying to. I got one room rearranged now, so it looks more like it was when Mom and Dad were here, and which is in a lot of ways comforting. You know, it's actually bringing a little civility back to the house and getting rid of some of my influence, which was not good. But I just now got to continue on, and the living room now is completely destroyed with all the stuff that was just brought in and stacked up, and so I got to figure out how I'm going to get that moved around. But at any rate, that's all I got to say. Hopefully it'll be cooler, and we'll look for you probably tomorrow, or we'll see how things go. 7-3, and hope the result from Judy's IE report was good, and the operation was successful. K6MYC, sorry to take up so much time. KO6KD.
Bill, this is Judy. I've got some resources on finding new homes for some treasures or just ordinary things. So make a short list of what you need to find a new home for, and I will get with my contact, my daughter, and like I say, we've got some good resources of where good things can be reused. Anyway, get back to me when you can. Thanks. Take it easy.
Oh, wonderful. That would be great. That would be great. We'll talk about it in the morning then. Very good. Okay. Thank you, Judy. Thank you so much. Thanks, Mike. I'll get out of the way. KO6KD.
Yeah, okay. Well, we should be able to talk a little bit more in the morning and give you more details on that. But Judy's daughter's gotten pretty good at that. She's got quite a bit of stuff that she's working to sell off to. All righty. Hey, you're not too bad this evening. Pretty much Q5 all the way. A couple of deep fades in there, and I'm trying to copy through the speaker. But I think Judy got everything better than I did even. Thank you, Bill. Good evening to you. And, of course, we'll look for you in the morning. Hopefully we'll catch you in the next couple of mornings. One way or the other, worst case Sunday night, but I don't think we'll have to wait near that long. We'll be on 40. We're pretty much back to normal schedule this weekend in terms of the morning 40-meter stuff. KO6KD, K6MYC, and I'll be listening for KR6MR. Are you there, John? How about Darren, KJ6KFB, Darren? How about K6 Whiskey India Sugar? How we doing on the direct path, Paul, over?
Yeah, K6NYC, this is K6WIS. Pretty good direct path this evening. You're peaking S5, but fading down to S2 sometimes. How do you copy me, Mike? Over?
Yeah, boy, the signal's just jumping all over the place. Real strong for 3 words, and then real quiet. What do you need?
I don't have anything on that.
You didn't get any copy on that? Yeah. It was so jumpy, it was hard to get copy. Judy says, I didn't get any copy on that. Well, I did, but mostly because I knew what you were going to say. And it's all chopped up with rapid QSB. So the band is not favoring us for readability tonight. We got signals, we got propagation, but boy, it's not the best for sideband, particularly when people are talking fast. If you speak very slowly, then you kind of get your words to make it from one end of a QSB fade to the other, Paul. 73 KO6 K6 Whiskey India Sugar, I should say. K6MYC. Over.
Oh, that's a much better signal, Mike. You're peaking S9 on the end of that over, so hopefully I'm coming through pretty well right now. Yeah, it's good you can recognize my Rhodesian accent now. So anyway, and 73s to you and Judy, K6WIS. Over.
Okay, very good. Yeah, well, you're hanging in there. It's just difficult copy, even though you're quite loud. Won't keep it, but thanks for the double check here on the direct path, Paul. I do not hear KR6MR, and maybe we can take a standby. Maybe you can see if you can find anybody else hiding in the weeds that I'm not copying. We might have KE6ILX, and we might have N6RZJ, and perhaps the ones I've already mentioned. Anybody else Sacramento Valley-wise? K6MYC Bozo Net 432, over. You want to give a call, Paul?
Yeah, okay, Mike. But I am pointed southeast right now. It takes me at least 30 seconds to go up to the northwest. But I did not hear any other stations coming in except the Bill. Good evening there, Bill, if you can still hear me. You were about a 5x5, but no other stations heard in this direction. But if any other stations can hear me right now, please come. This is Kilo 6 Whiskey India Sugar, standing by for a few seconds. Nothing heard, Mike, over. K6NYC, this is K6WIS, back to net control.
Okay, thanks, Paul. Thanks for giving it a check. And I don't hear anybody either, so I'm going to just go right on up to to Nevada and see if we can wrap those boys up. We might get 3 of them up there tonight if we get all of them that we have up there, maybe even 4 if they all were active. So here we go to Nevada, K6MYC Bozo Net.
Okay, 803, a late check-in from Course Gold.
Oh, 803. Good evening, Dan. KM6HK. 803. Late check-in from Course Gold, and sounds pretty good. You're actually, well, I'm pointed more in your direction. I had a little trouble with Dane earlier, but you're quite strong. Go ahead, Dan.
Yeah, right. I heard Dane. I tried to relay him through him, but I don't know if you got that. But you got me now, 803.
Okay, we got you. Thanks much, and always good to hear you. I know you got busy stuff going on there all the time there. KM6HK from Course Gold, K6MYC. Thanks.
Yeah, very good. No, I'm coming out from underneath the big pile of stuff, so there you go. 7-3.
Okay, yeah, like the rest of us. See ya. K6MYC continuing to rotate here toward Nevada. There we come up right about there. We got Nevada in the eyesights or in the gun sights down the barrel. K6MYC. Who do we have in Nevada tonight? K6MYC Bozo Net. And let me go a little further. Nevada, K6MYC Bozo Net. Are we early or late here?
I show 329 Zulu.
What did you say, 329?
QSL.
Who is 329?
Zulu time.
Oh, it's 0329. I got you. I didn't know you were giving me the time. I thought you were giving me a Bozo number.
No, I can go find out who 329 is.
Okay, well, I put the Bluetooth hearing aids on. Let's see if I can dig anybody out up there in Nevada. I'm going to go back and forth about 10 degrees here. Let's go further this way. K6MYC Bozo Net. Nevada. Anybody? Roger, Richard. Not real strong tonight, and I'm going back and forth with the antenna, and the signal's up and down, up and down, up and down. KD6BK, Kilo Delta 6 Bravo Kilo 249, KD6BK 249, K6MYC. We've got you, Richard. Are you hearing anybody else? Are you hearing anyone else up that way? Over.
I think it's BQ, Mike, not BK.
Yeah, N6BQ, sorry.
Over.
Okay, say it again. You got doubled on. Try it again.
272. This is 272, over.
Oh, we got you 272. Thank you, Daniel. Yeah, KE6 on the, KE6, I was going to say KE7 UQL, KE7 Uniform Quebec London, 272 K6MYC. Go ahead, Daniel.
Roger, yes, you're about 2-4 with 1 estimate at this time, over.
Yeah, a little bit short. I can't peek on you when you don't hold it longer, over.
Okay, well, hold it longer. Yes, you have made your signal Q5 with about 7 S units, over.
Yeah, you came way up that time. I bumped the antenna a little bit more to the east where you normally are, and there you are, right where you're supposed to be. Thanks for popping in. Have you heard anything from Larry tonight, over?
Negative, I have not, over.
Okay, well, we got Richard in here, but Richard was kind of weak on CW. He went on and on and on CW for a long time. Didn't help me a lot. It helped me a great deal because I was able to go back and forth on him, but I didn't find any peak. Nothing to speak of in the way of a peak. So the signals are very dispersed and diffused coming from over the mountains there. Anyway, good signal from you, Daniel. You're doing really well up there lately. You're most consistent of all three of you. Larry gets stronger at times, and of course BQ does too because of his power, but you're very, very consistent. So very nice setup up there, Daniel. KE7 BQ, KE7 UQL, I should say, and then we'll shoot it back and see if it's up for Richard with his 8 watts, K6 MYC.
Mike, thank you for the report. And since the path is bad, we'll let you know. Thanks for the check-in, KE7UQL73.
Okay, 7-3, Daniel, and we'll look for you on Sunday night, of course. Thanks very much for being there. You're so consistent. I love it. And such a good friend to have on there on a consistent basis here. KE7UQL in Carson City area, kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie, 7-3.
7-3.
Okay, KN7 Whiskey Tango, N7WT. How about you, Larry? Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie, Bozo Net. Okay, I thought Larry would be in here because he doesn't usually have the noise on 432 that he has on 2 meters. He does a lot better on this band from a receive standpoint, but nothing. So Richard, we'll give it a try. You can try sideband if you like it, if you think it's up to it. Otherwise, we'll call it a night, and you certainly are checked in. KD6BQ, KD6BQ, Richard, K6MYC. Go ahead.
K6USY.
Okay, good evening. Are you flying solo tonight, or you got a partner?
Nope, Bozo 1100 is here back with the kids, and I've been sitting here watching a meeting on Zoom and monitoring the stream at the same time, so I just hadn't had a chance to turn the microphone on yet.
Oh, okay, very good. Yeah, let me get Judy tuned up here. K6 Uniform Sugar Yankee. That's, of course, Aaron. K6 USY, Aaron, and then he's 1079. And his lovely wife Brittany is in here. K6 ZKA. K6 Zulu Kilo Alpha, 1100. And thank you very much. Watching stuff on Zoom, and you're multitasking there tonight, are you? Over?
Yeah, there's a board meeting tonight for the repeater coordination people in Northern California, and I figured I would listen in now that I took over a repeater from a silent key, and so now I kind of have to halfway pay attention to this now that I have assets on a mountain.
Yeah, QSL, understand. Well, no problem. I'm sure that the once you get the live stream going, other than major catastrophes, it can chug along on its own, and you really don't have to pay too much attention. If you've listened at all, though, you know we've had kind of funny audio conditions tonight with so much deep flutter, multipath, and then the alternate up and down 1 second fades, which are really difficult to copy, particularly when guys are speaking rapidly. K6USY and the group K6MYC.
Yeah, I was hearing a little bit of that, and halfway paying attention, to multiple things. But this is why I have like 4 monitors sitting in front of me so that I can do all this stuff at the same time. So, thanks, Mike. K6USY.
Yeah, and I can't even open my wallet and find my credit card, and you've got 4 computers open and running. Oh my God. Okay, good deal. Try not to blow any fuses there. Mental ones, I'm saying. Very good. Over to you, Rob, for final here. And I think Frank's still in the shack as well. So we can try to get it over to him in a moment, and then we'll wrap this thing up. KM6 Sugar Radio in the group, K6MYC. What's on the agenda for your weekend, Rob?
Well, I got to do something with this air conditioning, and I keep forgetting to ask you about your contact to see if I can get a hold of them. Over.
A hold of who?
An AC guy, an air conditioning guy.
Okay, well, this company we have is called Monarch. You could probably just go on the phone book and look up Monarch Home Services. I can give you the number, but they're probably easy to find just on the directory. They come up, and they have facilities all the way from Bakersfield to here, and you can check and see if they can come out and do something when you haven't bought a system from them. Over.
Okay, I'll give it a try. Thank you. And K6MYC, Mike and Judy, 73.
Good evening, Rob. Over to you, Frank, if you're still there. Have a pleasant potty day tomorrow, and we'll see you Saturday, maybe.
Yeah, Roger, Mike. Good night to you, Rob. Good night, Judy. And yeah, Mike, pleasant day. It's going to be another hot one, I think, but we'll get something done around here. And I will be monitoring your system and whatnot. And in fact, as soon as Aaron logs off, I'm going to go take a look, just see what things look like. So good night, guys. Have a good evening. W6BBS, DMO7, Course Gold, California.
Okay, I have a check for you down here. You might want to make arrangements for that, and also a piece of paper that indicates your status on the loan. So both of those envelopes are here to be reckoned with at your convenience. Over.
Roger that. Well, I may just shoot down there tomorrow, and after the toilet guy comes, for a quick trip just to get that done and get it in the bank. Over.
Yeah, Roger. Well, we'll be here. Might give us a jingle when you're coming so we can get decent in the pool. Over.
Yeah, Roger that. Well, I wear very dark sunglasses when I drive in there just to be safe. Good night, Judy. Good night, Mike. W6BBS. Thanks for the info.
Good night, Mike. Good night.
Okay, very good. So there you go, and I don't think there's anything startling to report here. Nothing happened, and I didn't look at the numbers. I think the batteries were still at about 80% when I started the net, just around 80% or 79 or something. So we're in pretty good shape here so far, but I'll keep an eye on it. And maybe at 30% or so I may, or when I go to bed, if it looks like we're not going to make it, why we'll switch over and go to PG&E. Over.
I'm sorry, Roger.
Okay. Over to you, Aaron, for a wrap-up, 7-3. I guess you've got the kids in bed by now. K6USY and all, K6MYC 73. I'm closing but listening.
Alrighty, Mike. Yeah, and it looks like you're at 73%, so you got some juice left in the tank.
Oh, thank you for that.
Thanks, Aaron. Now I don't have to go look.
I mean, I got it right here on the screen in front of me.
Like I said, he's sitting there, Frank, with 4 computers running. If he doesn't know which end of the stick is up, I don't know who does. He probably knows who's even going to be running as a vice president with Kamala.
Well, technically it's one computer with 2 monitors, an iPad, and a television. So, but yes, I don't think I'm going to blow any breakers.
Yeah, okay. You're not connected to the back end of Kamala's phone, though, huh?
Oh no, she can sabotage her own campaign all on her own.
She's doing a good job. I'm telling you, she's got a little bump because she took over. I was stunned because of the Republican convention up in Wisconsin, and she's leading Trump in Wisconsin by 1 point. What the hell's the matter with my home state? I was born in Wisconsin. I'm embarrassed.
Well, you're just going to need to go there and tell people what's up.
Tell tell him what's up. Maybe I'll get on 40 tonight and listen for Ray Grenier up there in Milwaukee and see if I can get him to straighten out the crowd up there. They're screwed up. All right, see you later. K6USY, K6MYC. Good night.
All righty, good night, Mike, and good night to everybody on YouTube. K6MYC, K6USY.
Hey, Mike, what's your count tonight? Over.
Well, let's see if I think Judy's running out of toes and fingers here on this one. Let's see what we got. 24. She had to use one of my feet.
Okay, I got 23. Somehow I lost one off, I guess.
Now she might have somebody in there twice. It's not. Huh? What did you say?
She does.
Oh, she's got somebody in there twice. Okay. She's trying to give somebody extra credit. Your number's correct, Rob. Sounds good to go. Take care. We'll see you guys maybe over the weekend, one place or another, on the phone or whatever. Take care. If nothing else, we'll see you Sunday night. We will be on 40 meters in the morning. So if anybody wants to join or listen in, probably somewhere around 7137, around 8 o'clock, 8 or 8:30. It seems like the conditions to the area up around San Juan Islands above Seattle is peaking at about 8:25. So that's the story. 7-3 all, K6MYC, clear and closing.
Good night, all. KM6SR, going that way.
Night.